Hi everyone, today we'll be making stew peas. If you're a Jamaican, then you know about stew peas. Here we have some pigstail that has been boiled and soaked. We will now be adding these to the pot with the red peas or kidney beans that have been soaking. You soak your peas like from 2 hours to 24 hours. So these were soaked overnight. We will now add the pigtail that we have cut into nice little pieces, no big chunks of pigtail here. Now we're gonna add some chicken foot. We're gonna just chop these in half and just add them to the pot. Now we're gonna add some beef, stewed beef. I pre-seasoned the beef. I find the stew peas comes out a little bit better when the beef has been seasoned. So I did this from yesterday and put it in the refrigerator. So I'm gonna add these now. We're not gonna be doing the meat in batches because you see I have pigtail, I have chicken's foot, and I have beef. We've cut the beef into small pieces so that everything gets cooked at the same time. Please pay attention to the volume of the water that's in the pot. The water should not be higher. The level of the water shouldn't be higher than that of the meat. We're not making soup, so it should be same level or a little bit less. We pressured the meat for a total of 10 minutes. Then I left the pressure cooker to sit for another hour to, let the steam out. You don't need an hour, maybe 10 minutes would be good, but I just left it there and then I checked back on it. The meat is basically cooked, so I'm now going to actually create the stew. So I'm going to cover with a regular lid and let this come to a boil. And then I'm going to add the coconut milk. You can add the canned coconut milk or the packet, the powder, but I added freshly squeezed coconut milk. You want this to come back to a boil, so we're gonna cover the pot again. We're in the final stages of the stew peas, and I'm seeing where I'm not getting the color. I didn't get the color from the peas, that bright color, so I'm adding a little bit of browning, like about a teaspoon. Don't pour the browning directly into the pot. You have to, put a spoon, because if you miss and pour a browning into this pot and it gets black, right? So we put a little bit, so you can see I get a little darker shade here. So I'm gonna now add the spinners to the pot. I grew up seeing my mom put spinners in her stew peas, so I always do. So we've added all the spinners. We're gonna let this come to a boil, and then we stir. We don't want to stir once the spinners are put in because they kind of get crumpled. So we give it like 2 to 3 minutes and then we stir. I'm now going to add about a tablespoon of butter, a scotch bonnet pepper, onions, scallions, thyme, and you can taste your pot now to see if the flavors are together. If your pot is a little bit bland, you can add some powdered season, all purpose. So we're gonna cover and let this come to a boil again. You see the stew is coming together. You see that it's thickening. The coconut milk is doing its job. So we're almost done here. You're gonna cover the pot and let it continue to cook for at least another 10 minutes on medium heat. Do not wait until the meat is falling apart before you turn off the stove. The stew is ready. Do not be alarmed if it looks a little bit thin, because it will gradually thicken up. After a while, the coconut will get thicker. So if you wait until the stew is super thick to turn the pot off, you're gonna have mud in a few hours. So the pot will sit there and thicken up. Here we have the completed product. We have the stew peas. We have our pigstail or chicken foot, and the beef. You need to try this recipe and let me know how it turns out. Please subscribe, like, and share to see what else we'll be making. Thank you.